Progressive Skills in English.
Hello and welcome to episode 6. We're going to begin this episode with a reading section, and this is for everyone who wants to be an architect. We're going to begin with some questions and answers. So first question is, what should you look at before you read the text? And please make a list of items to look at.
Well, actually you should look again at the heading, which is the title. And in our case, it would be, again, chooseyourcareer.com. And if I'm looking at the text from a website, I should look at the pictures, I should look at the section headings, I should look at what will clarify all what is written in the text. What would help me to clarify the points, like the format and the pictures.
Alright, and now please find all the items in the text opposite. We're going to be reading right now the text, and then we're going to be solving more exercises.
Another text from chooseacareer.com. Now we will know about being an architect and how to be qualified for that. You will have the text in front of you on the screen. Let's read together. So you want to be an architect? The world around us is changing. There are new buildings everywhere. There are new shopping centers, new houses and flats, new factories. Would you like to design new buildings? To make them safe, comfortable and beautiful? If so, think about a career in architecture. Personal qualities and abilities. Architects must be good at mathematics. They must also be able to draw well. They must be able to listen to clients, to find out their wants and needs. They must also be able to use complex programs for drawing on a computer. Working hours. Architects work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Mondays to Fridays. But they often do lots of overtime to meet a deadline. If the deadline is tomorrow and you haven't finished by 5 p.m., you must carry on working through the night. Of course, this overtime is usually unpaid. Workplace. Architects often work for large companies like banks or supermarkets. When you have a lot of experience, you can start a practice of your own. Qualifications. You need a degree in architecture. Some degree courses take 5 years or more. They cover engineering principles and town planning laws as well as design. Experience. Employers look for people with a background in design. Salary and benefits. The starting salary for an architect is high. You earn about 25,000 sterling pounds per year. But remember, you will be 24 or 25 before you start earning. There are no perks, except perhaps free use of expensive packages for the computer.
And now we're going to be solving an exercise from the previous text that we've read, and it's going to be predicting content from section headings. We're going to look at some section headings that's going to appear in front of you on the screen, and we will match them. Number 1, what can I earn?
It goes with F, salary and benefits.
Number 2, what examinations must I pass?
It goes with qualifications, D.
Number 3, what must I be able to do?
It goes with experience, E.
Number 4, what sort of personality must I have?
It goes with personal qualities and abilities, A.
Number 5, what work skills must I have?
It goes with qualifications, D.
Number 6, when must I work?
It goes with working hours, B.
Number 7, where must I work?
It goes with workplace, C.
Okay. And now we're going to proceed with the vocabulary box, and we're going to be reading it together. Starting with architect, complex, deadline, design, drawing, mathematics, practice, principle, and program. And now to apply these words, we're going to be solving an exercise which is going to be dealing with words in context. So number 1, centers.
Well, it's a noun because it came after there are plus noun phrase, and it means places with a lot of shops in the context.
Okay, number 2, draw.
Draw is a verb because here in context actually it came after to plus infinitive, to draw well, and the meaning here it's like drawing sketches or things related to engineering or architecture.
Okay, number 3, complex.
Complex is an adjective, and because here in the context it came before a noun to describe it, a noun describes is described by an adjective, and its meaning here programs which are not easy or direct.
Number 4, carry on.
Carry on is a verb, a phrasal verb, and here in the context actually it came in the place of a verb. I cannot put a noun instead, and here it means actually to go on doing something until you finish it.
Number 5, practice.
Well, practice here, if we search in the context, we will find it might be both a noun or a verb. And here in the context it's a noun because it's preceded with a. You can start a practice of your own or a practice of your own, and here it means your own work.
Number 6, cover.
Well, cover can be both noun and verb, and here in our context it can be a verb because they cover engineering principles, so it's a verb, the main verb in a sentence, and it means that what shall you finish studying.
Number 7, background.
Background is a noun as it came here in the context like a noun, and it means like you actually know well about something.
Okay, and finally number 8, packages.
Packages is a noun, and here it came after an adjective like expensive packages. Okay, and it means like programs, a set of programs.
Alright, perfect. Now let's move on to an open discussion where we're going to develop some critical thinking. We're going to think about 2 jobs discussed in this section. And now I'm going to be asking some questions and we're going to answer them together. So first one, find 2 similarities.
We've read about being an architect and being a journalist, and both of them might require working for long hours.
Number 2, which job has the higher salary?
Being an architect actually has a higher salary than being a journalist.
Alright, and which job is the harder?
For me, being a journalist is harder than being an architect.
Okay, and which job is the more interesting?
It's personal, it depends. But for me, being a journalist is more interesting.
Well, which job would you like to do most?
For me, I would like to be an architect because it would give me more experience in decoration after finishing the basic design.
Now let's move on to a knowledge quiz. We're going to match the questions and answers, and you're going to be seeing it in front of you on the screen. So number A, what is a campus?
All the buildings of a university or college. A.
Number B, what is a graduate?
A graduate is a person with a degree. B.
Number C, what is plagiarism?
Plagiarism is using someone else's work without naming them. C.
Number D, what is a tutorial?
A tutorial is a discussion in a small group with a tutor about a topic.
Number E, what is an assignment?
An assignment is a piece of written work, usually homework.
Number F, what does a psychologist study?
A psychologist actually studies the human brain and individual behavior.
Number G, what does a sociologist study?
A sociologist studies the behavior of people in groups.
Number H. What is tertiary education?
It is the third stage after secondary.
Number I. What are bullies?
People who make fun of something you can't change.
Number J. What are colleagues?
They are people you work or study with.
Number K. What are emotional people?
Emotional people are people who show their feelings.
Number L. What are wages and salary?
They are payments for work.
Number M. What is recruitment?
Recruitment actually is employing someone for a job.
Number N. What is a journalist?
A journalist is a person who writes for a newspaper or a magazine.
And finally, what is an architect?
An architect is a person who designs buildings.
Alright, great. And now we shall move on to the next exercise, which will be matching the opposites. So number A, dominant.
A. Submissive.
B, mentally.
Physically.
C, optimistic.
Pessimistic.
D, punishment.
Reward.
E, satisfied.
Dissatisfied.
F, alone.
With other people.
G, alphabetical.
I guess this would be chronological.
H, abroad.
In your own country.
I, full-time.
Part-time.
J, manual.
This would be clerical.
Alright, now we're gonna do exactly the same thing, but instead we're going to be matching the words with similar meanings. So number A, hire.
Employ.
B, punctual.
On time.
C, hostile.
Aggressive.
D, ancient.
Old.
E, behave.
Act.
F, company.
Organization.
G, extrovert.
Outgoing.
H, brain.
Mind.
I, require.
Need.
And finally, J, ill.
Sick. Well, let's end our episode by having the pictures on page 86 to be with you on the screen, so that I would leave them for you to say a comment on each one of them. I'll give you one or two examples. In the first picture, for example, we have here some students who are checking something on the bulletin board. Maybe the results. Maybe you can do the same with the other pictures. Thank you so much.